The Toxic Entrepreneur. Welcome to episode 3. We're gonna read some documents and make some jokes.
That's kind of what we do here, but we also drink tea. Today we got a smoky tea, Iron R Hot, from West China Tea Company. First, you're gonna want to boil your water up, nice and hot. Then, you're gonna want to put in some loose leaf. I usually put in 3.5 grams. Then you're gonna let it steep for that 5 golden minutes. And you got some smoky goodness. This is smoky tea, so it's gonna have a rich flavor. Are you on your phone?
Silencing it.
Can you please be respectful of the...
Dude, this tea smells horrible.
Okay, you know what? Fuck you, man. Alright, you want to dig into it in front of everyone?
It's got some good steam, I'll tell you that.
You know what? You're kind of a toxic entrepreneur.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that kind of episode.
Yeah, we are.
I think it's time we address the drama. Hunter's mad that I have 70% stake of High Noon Tea.
Wouldn't anyone? Especially when you're that toxic?
You're gonna get mad at me because you're the business head of a company and you made a bad business deal.
I knew it. I knew you planted that story about the chicken.
Alright, let's try this tea.
I kind of like it. It's got a lot of steam.
This one, unlike our last one, has not been read at all.
It's also not 15 pages long like the
Yeah.
last one. It's time to take a hard look at yourself to see if your behaviors and attitudes are creating a toxic environment at your company. By David G. Havage.
Last month I wrote about toxic employees, those individuals who, like nasty chemicals, can be harmful and destroy almost anyone or anything they come in contact with.
Ooh, bro, I wish we were kind of reading that article. Toxic employees. You know that was good.
He's already referenced toxic chemicals, so I think this guy knows Johnny.
You know, it's like they all know each other, really. When Dioxide went out, he called this guy David. Yo, David, where the fuck is my dioxide?
Yeah.
You know, me and Margaret are sitting here eating pancakes. I read this shit in the newspaper. You didn't come to me first.
What a stink. You may have known this type of employee, or worse yet, may have employed one. This is like the most elitist bullshit ever.
What he means by toxic is probably the person who's going through a rough time. It's like really having trouble doing his work properly. And David's just like, fuck this person, bro. He should be a machine. A capitalist machine. Oh, you don't have 100 iPhones made? Toxic. Does your wife sleep with you like this? Toxic. But did you ever consider the fact that you could be a toxic person yourself?
What a surprise.
You know what, now that I think about it, I haven't been the best employee lately. Not for this show, not for my other job. David's really got me thinking about some things. I think this is going to be our last episode together.
I guess I'm lucky. I no longer have a toxic employee working for me.
This is a funny skit. Alright, you're the boss. So how could you be toxic?
Oh, this logic is pristine.
It's pristine. Never even crossed your mind. He's like appealing to psychopaths. Is this book just for, like, the boss? Just for the bosses of companies? Did he make any money?
It's just for entrepreneurs.
Your employees want and need to admire and respect you. And your behavior or attitude turns toxic. You confuse your employees who previously looked up to you. Clearly, you have a problem on your hands. How many times do you think Jeff Bezos read this and he went, I'm such a good boss?
Jeff Bezos was like, entrepreneurs can be toxic?
Since when?
Not me.
Mark Zuckerberg is just like, fuck this David guy. You confuse your employees? What does that mean? Is the employee just like stupid? Are we like making the assumption here that employees are stupid?
The confusing your employees aspects is all about when you wake up and you decide you don't want to be the boss at an office anymore. You're like, I'm a magician now. And you go to your employees, what is this document? They're like, I can't tell.
The employee's just like, what the fuck, Steve? What the actual fuck, Steve? It's just The Office. It's the TV show The Office.
Them at the water cooler, they're like, that was kind of toxic. Why is he toxic today? I feel like I should be counterproductive to productivity today.
Absolutely. Did you see the way Steve was acting this morning? He pretended he was a magician, and then he walked up to me, and he started taking photographs of me while I was at my desk. I don't know why. He said he was working for Sports Illustrated. I don't know what's going on with him.
It was super toxic.
And to think he made us read that article about toxic employees.
And your employees aren't immune from imitating your problematic behaviors and attitudes. That's what you should do in the office, you know? Anytime your boss does something bad, you just, like, imitate it. You're fired. No, you're fired.
No, you're fired.
No, you're fired. No, you're fired. No, you're fired.
That's how you get them. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm immune. I took my vaccine. It's called the TTE. You know, you get your vaccine, you're good.
Go get your TTE vaccine.
I know they require it for office jobs, school districts, anything like that. You have to take your TTE.
You don't have to be the boss. The TTE vaccine is all about, workplace immunity.
Well, we'll have a link to places you can get your TTE.
Yeah. Let's grab some empanadas.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Today's savory course is a chicken and cheese empanada from Bulares, a food truck in Austin. The lady who runs the place is super nice and the food is just delicious. I got bottom, you got top?
Always on top. You know what I mean?
This is a family show, Hunter.
I was unaware. Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Lucky for us. The food's not cold this time.
No, not at all.
The work environment becomes toxic, with productivity, profits, and morale all decreasing. And you may even not know why.
No. You've blatantly said over and over again exactly why. It's because you're toxic, man.
It's all the result of a toxic entrepreneur. And now we're starting to get into some Philip Redhead territory. We got the bullet points. We love bullet points in this show. The signs of toxicity.
Increases in turnover, increases in industrial accidents, employee complaints, increases in your criticism of others.
Increases in employee complaints. If your employees start complaining about you, I think it might be about you.
You might just be toxic.
Let's say I bring you into HR. Steve, have a seat. I know you're the head of this company. Lil Ryan over there, he had a complaint. He said he didn't like it that you slashed his tires. I think we might be looking at toxic entrepreneurship here.
You know, you'd make a lovely model for Sports Illustrated. Let me just get a photo of you real quick.
Steve, you're confusing me.
I'm working on my magnum opus here.
Steve, you're using fingers as your camera.
I own a company. Increases in your cryptic, negative, or sarcastic comments. What does cryptic mean? What does that mean? Like, in the context of, like, a company. Like, I just walk up to you and I go, hey, Steve, my wife, she's in a basement.
It's like, Steve, I have a puzzle for you. Blue, yellow, under your desk. If you believe, you can see. Don't let it get to your head.
That's cryptic as fuck. I don't know what my boss is saying anymore. He's speaking in riddles.
Our stock prices are plummeting. Solve this riddle and you'll see why.
Oh, so they're just like BuzzFeed now?
Answer this short quiz to see what your stock price is.
What company are you?
So what's the cure? No one's perfect. Not even the boss. I know someone who would disagree. Little Jeffrey?
Oh, Little Jeffrey?
Little Jeffrey?
Oh, I think so.
Reread the previous list. Try to add more items to it.
Talks about Sports Illustrated all the time. Talks about Willem Dafoe all the time.
Increases on magic performances in your office.
Eats spaghetti at his desk. Are you overly impatient? Do you complain too much about the employees or productivity? I feel like this whole thing's complaining about productivity.
It's a paradox. Analyzing whether or not you're toxic is part of complaining about productivity. So you're being toxic by realizing you're toxic.
Do you believe that people shouldn't need support or encouragement from you?
What? I feel like my employees don't need anything right now. I think I'm going to take their office from them.
Oh, I don't support my employees. Never even crossed my mind. You know? Never.
You support your employees? Ugh!
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Stupid.
So your employee's going through a bad breakup and you let him cry on your shoulder? You idiot.
What's next? Are you going to pay him? Do you purposely avoid interacting with certain employees?
Just avoiding people. They see you and they're like, hey, Steve, I got the report for this week. And you're just like, leave!
It's brownie time, baby. Brownie time! Today we got some delicious fudgy brownies. In a big bowl, add vegetable oil, white sugar, and brown sugar. Add some melted butter and mix it all up until it looks like applesauce. Sift in some flour and then add eggs and vanilla extract. Add in some salt and some real nice cocoa and fold those ingredients in. Grab some bittersweet chocolate and chop that stuff up. Then drop most of it in the batter. Stir it all up and then you can go ahead and put it in a baking sheet. Top it off with your leftover chocolate. Then toss it in a 350-degree oven. Then give your friends some of that dangerous brownie batter. After about 30 minutes, your brownies should be ready. Take them out, let them cool, and then cut them up into delicious fudgy brownies.
I love me a good edge piece, man.
Real fudge-like. I gotta mention, I poisoned the brownies.
Fine by me, man. Once you've identified someone, whether that's a close friend or another business owner you know well, here are a few steps you can take to resolve the problem. Not an employee, not one of your employees that you've been torturing.
You're not supposed to go to your employee like, hey, I feel like I've been a little bit toxic lately. Like, what can I fix? Instead, you're supposed to go to, like, your mentor. Productivity's low, and I think it's because I've been an asshole. What should I do? Should I punish them?
Yes. Take away their bonuses. That'll teach them.
State why you want to change or modify these behaviors. I've been noticing, like, people don't like it when I act like I'm a Sports Illustrated photographer in the office.
No, it's really creepy. A lot of the women around the office have been talking about it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why I should change or modify these behaviors.
Well, as your HR rep, you're undergoing 3 lawsuits right now. I'm just gonna give you a forewarning. I put my 2 weeks in. All right, you're gonna need another HR rep.
What did I do wrong?
Exactly what you're doing now.
Licking brownie off my fingers?
It's not brownie, Steve.
It's not brownie, Steve. We noticed the holes you cut in the chairs.
We don't know why you do it. It's why productivity is so low. We've been having to clean up after you. I hired a new janitorial staff because of you. You know how pissed the San Diego Zoo is that we stole their employees? I told them we had a fucking mountain lion at the office. I didn't know what to tell them. Finally, be sure to reward yourself for your progress. Reward yourself. You know? Yeah, give yourself $100 out of the company payroll.
Hey guys, we're gonna be cutting the salary. I need a bonus. I stopped, being toxic, and I think it's time for myself to reward myself.
I think I deserve a raise.
If you don't like it, go find a new job.
Ask them for their perception of this latest contact.
Find out how they perceived the new you. Back at the water cooler, they're just like, hey, you see Steve's trying to be better? Man, fuck that guy. He's never gonna change.
Dude, Steve's so annoying. I liked him better when he was a Sports Illustrated photographer.
I have no idea what it could be like to be a toxic entrepreneur. As the business head of High Noon Tea, I'm a good guy. And I make my employees happy. I check myself for toxicity. And it's never there.
So, what's it been like working under Ricky at High Noon Tea?
What's it like working with Ricky? It's interesting. I think he's good at what he does. I think he's a very creative personality. He definitely has his ups and downs. It's a roller coaster around here. I do, however, have to work a lot off the clock. Yeah, Ricky sent me a text. I don't know, maybe we lost some footage. He could have hurt himself. I don't really know what's going on right now. I can show y'all the text message. Yeah, my car door's busted. I was gonna get it fixed. I actually had some savings to get a brand new car, but that first episode of High Noon Tea, when Ricky called me, he told me we were a little low on money, so I went ahead and pulled the savings out for it. I'm really worried. This seems pretty fucking serious, to be quite honest. Ever. I mean, he rarely talks to me. Alright, so yeah, this is kind of the house right here. What the fuck is going on?
Hey man, what's the camera crew for? Listen.
Is it not your camera crew?
Listen, I don't care. Haley's not home. I'm gonna need you to read me the bedtime stories, man. Can you just do me that solid? Get in here, get in.
What is it like having Hunter as an employee?
I mean, it's alright, I guess. I feel like I just brought him in, took him off the street. That's the reason I call him Cockroach. You know, without me, he'd be nothing. He'd be a dead-end guy, but sometimes I feel like he just doesn't take it seriously enough. Bro, wear your uniform. The cowboy hat is our brand. Dude, this is high new tea.
You're not even wearing your hat.
I'm not wearing my hat. I'm CEO, bitch.
He has a way of pushing my buttons. And I feel like he does it out of respect, right? Like, I feel like he wants me to be my best self. We definitely met in some unusual circumstances. He really picked me back up. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't respect me, you know? It kind of is
Come on, man. Don't smoke that shit. Throwing your life away.
What the fuck, bro? Dude, I just bought that.
Dude, you're throwing your life away. What did I say about smoking, man?
I literally just
Only
bought
when
that.
we're recording the episodes of the show.
That was $10 after.
That's okay, man. Don't worry about it. Listen, dude, you're throwing your life away only when you're recording.
I only have one cigarette left, man.
Only when you're recording. Oh, shit. I gotta mention, you know, I'm working my butt off in there. Can I bum a cig, actually?
Yeah, fine, man. Yeah. Just, it's my last one, so kind of, you know, don't waste it or anything.
Thanks, bro. Keep up the good work. Hey, I hope you're saying good things in there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He just, he crosses boundaries, you know?
I'm a beer. I just think he's really unprofessional. Like, he's always coming in looking like he just got out of juvie. And those tattoos, like, I told him to cover up. He just doesn't listen. And the guy has no taste whatsoever. Gentlemen, I got something.
Kind of working.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just watch.
What are you doing?
See that?
I'm very confused.
Shut the fuck up, man. This is the best magic you'll ever see.
Why are you wearing a Halloween costume? He said I don't have taste. It's not that I don't have taste. I didn't know he was doing magic. I mean, he gets so off track. I mean, he has a lack of focus, if that makes any sense. Not to mention the knife episode.
I just got these super cool throwing knives for our knife episode. They're so much fun to play with. Hunter! Hunter, what the fuck are you doing out here, man?
Dude, you told me I had to be outside. You said I couldn't be in the house.
You okay, bro?
Fuck!
Jeez, man.
Oh. Dude, I gotta go to the hospital, man. Fuck!
That knife thing? Yeah, that one's on me. I mean, I don't know why he's still talking about that, though. I gave him $2 for the tea that week. Anyway, that kid never cooperates whatsoever.
I just don't think we should keep this part in.
What do you mean? It's hilarious.
I get it's like funny and like I get that you like didn't mean it when you said it, but
I mean,
I just don't think it's necessary for the. I'm just gonna ask you one last time nicely. Can we please take it out?
No, we're gonna keep it in. It's hilarious. They're gonna love it. And spell high noon tea as our intro. Our fucking editor guy, honestly.
Dude, honestly,
He's
man.
just worthless.
I actually know exactly what we need. I found the perfect document for this week.